One confidential evening, not 3 months ago, Lionel Wallace told me this story of the door in the wall. He first told me of his door in the wall when we went to school together at St. Athelstan's College in West Kensington, and the second time was only a month before his death. And this secret of his came into his life quite early when he was a little fellow between 5 and 6, and he described these moments to me with the most particularity.
I was walking down the streets of West Kensington through boring shops when I passed by the door, and I thought nothing of it. Then I had a gust of emotion. I made a run for it. I let my hand through the green door and let it slam behind me, and I came into the garden that has haunted me all my life. You know, in the very moment the door swung behind me, I forgot all hesitations and fear. I forgot discretion. I forgot all the intimate realities of life. It was a world with a different quality, a warmer and mellower light, a faint gladness in the air. And before me ran this long, wide path invitingly. And these two great panthers, I put my little hands on the soft fur and caressed their round ears, and I played with them. They welcomed me home. Then a fair girl appeared in the pathway, and she came to me, smiling, and said, "Well?" She lifted me and kissed me and led me by the hand. There was an impression of delightful rightness. I found Playmates there. That meant so much to me because I was a lonely little boy. These friends were beautiful and kind. It felt that they were all glad to have me there, and I could see the welcome and love in their eyes. We played delightful games in a grass-covered court set about with flowers, but I don't remember the games we played. I never remembered. Afterwards, as a child, I would spend long hours trying, even with tears, to recall the games. All I remember is happiness of my two dear playfellows. Then presently came a woman who carried a book and took me aside into her gallery and stopped our game. For in these pages of the book I saw myself, a story about myself, and in it there were things that had happened to me ever since I was born. It was wonderful to me because these pages in the book were not pictures, they must have been. I saw all the people in my life, my dear mother who I had almost forgotten, my father, stern and harsh, the servants, the nursery, all the familiar things of home. And so at last I came to see myself hovering and hesitating outside the green door in the wall. And next, I cried. Next, I insisted. I pulled up her fingers with my childish strength, and as the final page came down, but the page did not show the enchanted garden. It showed the grey street in West Kensington, and I was there, weeping aloud because I could not return to my dear playfellows who had called after me. Now this was no page in a book, but a harsh reality. The enchanted garden and the woman had disappeared. Well, I was brought back into this grey world again, as I realized what had happened to me. I felt grief. A policeman saw me and took me, and frightened, I came back from the enchanted garden to the steps of my father's house. Naturally, there followed terrible questioning by my aunts, my father, the nurse, the governess, everyone. I tried to tell them, and my father beat me for telling lies. When afterwards I tried to tell my aunt, she punished me for my persistence. Then, everyone was forbidden to listen to me, to hear a word about it, and the story was driven back to myself. I whispered it to my pillow that was often damp with childish tears. And I always prayed, please God, take me back to my garden. Take me back to my garden. I dreamt often of the garden, but I could never speak of that wonder again.